they are banning the Farsa. So, okay, at least
So
they're
they wanna
punishing
pick
Heejun,
Harith.
but this will be a Harith.
Yeah, you have to deny it for BTR if you're alter ego. And Arfi is, I think, as far as my memory goes, well, they're not playing that Gambit Miracle. They want to go for a Ruby
So they just want to stop
and
Lance.
play for a team fight. Yeah, and in a way, it also kind of, not really necessarily stop the Harith, but it's a concern for the Harith too, right? But for me, the biggest concern right now that I have for alter ego is the mid laner. There's no real good damage dealer for Hijume. The Farsight is gone, the Eevee's gone, the Kimmy's gone, the Lunox is gone.
He's picked up the Kagura,
I don't like that.
the Novaria,
It is
Selena,
Kalea.
and Valentina.
Are they really just gonna gamble it with a Beatrix? Kimmy? Is that it? No, yeah. That is way too risky. They saw the hover on Kalea. Now it's the Lapu Lapu in gold lane to go up against the Ruby. And the Cho. It's Cho gold. I'm not a fan of this pick.
Oh.
Against the Ruby. They've played into the Ruby.
To be fair, I've seen MPL PH and the 1v1 potential of the Cho against the Ruby is actually quite decent. It's better than I thought.
The
But
team fights though.
yeah, in team fights, it's a whole different story. Oh man.
Wait, this is confirmed.
Yeah.
Cho Gold.
It should be. I mean, technically there's a three-way flex for BTR. So we'll see. But the last pick needs
Final
to
pick.
be damage. Sicilian. I would honestly just go for like a Sicilian and Novaria type of pick, right?
Against a Cho?
Yep. I think with the Ruby, with the Grok, you should have enough peel.
Do you want to play team fighting base, something like a Faramis or a Ziltian?
Aramis. Give the whole team extra HP, but
Oh, how about Selena?
Yeah, he has picked it up.
Nice call. But I think the Selena isn't
Yeah.
like. All right, we'll see how it goes. Personally, I thought it was just gonna be a hyper carry in mid, you know, a guy that just stands there, kind of like an Aurora with Yue.
Match point. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one more game away of securing it all. Moving forward to the upper brackets. Goni, Realize, take us through it.
Well, the same ghost that haunts Bigatron time and time again comes of the MPL ID Season 16 playoffs. Welcome to Game 3, potentially the last game in this Chaos Derby, Alter Ego against Bigatron by Vitality.
Potentially the final time in this series, let's see. Finn again on the Hilda, but that last pick, Selena, will that pick be the difference maker?
Look at how far back Iman is pushed by RFU, but that was actually Iman cutting the wave, getting level 2 quickly. He's gonna look for a rotation, but I don't think he will get it just yet. Meanwhile, Nino up top doing heavy work towards Shogun. If you take a look at the previous games, it was the Gatot Kacha who was the big problem, and oh yeah, Bigatron by Vitality, they addressed it. Emblems by Games Max, nothing too out of the ordinary. Percussive Blast for Iman obviously wants to clear the wave, get in, get out, and go for the rotation. The Cho Gold and Iman special, but the panelists expressed their concerns about this Cho. It's gonna be quite hard for the Cho to go in and go out, especially with, you know, with the nature of the Cho. You want to lock down, you want to go for, you know, a kick to the backline, but the control from Alter Ego is just way too big. They have a Ruby, they have a Grok. A Tectonic Charge can just send Bigatron down to the lower bracket.
And this is why the Cho or Iman plays it that way, right? The cut. He doesn't want to face the Ruby head to head. He knows that he will be at a disadvantage. And take a look at the positioning from Iman, already so aggressive in the jungles.
Oh.
Take a look at Shogun though, already zoned out of his own lane, but that might be a mistake by Nino. That's gonna be Nino forced to use the flicker. That might be a green light for Bigatron to contest the first neutral objective.
The gold crab went to Nile right there. He has no Phantom Execution in this turtle take, but they're gonna go for Nino up top.
Yeah, with no flicker now under the turret though. That's Nino, just okay. Turtle is untouched. Take a look at the mid lane. Moreno pops the Crimson Beacon. That's gonna be the signs of life. Nino, 1 HP. That's still Alec though, doing its job to provide the peel and the cover.
Alec has been having a great game in this series. Great peel coming in from this player, once known as Owen. As Alec, he is a real man now. With the Grok, we'll see how well he uses this hero. Meanwhile, Finn, he has been put on Hilda duty for 2 games straight now. In the previous game, he was tasked to hold the long lanes, but it's not really the best for the Hilda. They want to go in for a skirmish.
Oh, Shogun will be the first one to fall here. First blood. Oh, take a look at the kick from Iman. It finds Arfi. Now it's a 4v4. It's a fair fight, but Alter Ego now taking it slow. Yazuki level 5 against Nile level 5 as well.
Yeah, they don't want to contest this turtle just yet. They need to wait for the spells and the skills to be up again. But the pressure from Alter Ego is way too huge. You have a mid laner who's basically a stun bot with the Abyssal Arrow, constantly just pressuring Bigatron. This trio mid is super strong, especially Yazuke with the Hayabusa. He's been having a solid game as well. Now they want to go for the juggle into the objective.
The 4v4, Alec though, below 50%. That's Nile finding the first neutral objective on the board. Alec will be the first one to fall in this fight. That's going to be Nino now isolated, knocked up as well. The damage will be enough to take this Uranus down. Surely, finally, Moreno finds a secure kill. 2 kills for the turtle. That's going to be Alter Ego losing the trade.
Finally, Bigatron by Vitality after having 2 rather. Rough early games, the kick!
Beautiful way of the dragon, and that will be Arfi going down twice in this game. Bigatron showing up differently here in game 3. Take a look at the damage that Finn is able to provide on towards Yazuki. And he's forced to recall now. Collects the purple calmly.
You can tease the purple buff, Yazuke. Not the best start for him. And Iman munching on those turret plates. He has the War Axe ready too. For the sustainability, extra life for the Cho. And now Bigatron finally pinpointing control in the early game. 2 games straight, they were basically battered and bruised by Alter Ego. Alter Ego though, need not to be worried because they still have at least stabilizations into this early game. But the question becomes, who really becomes the main carry, right? I mean, you want Yazuki to be that guy. But Yazuki is the type of guy who's going to go in, go out in one single burst of skills. There isn't really constant DPS coming in from Alter Ego. Maybe the Ruby might do that too. Hijume is there as the Selena, but he needs to be fed. He needs to be funneled as well with the gold. Counter-strike for Yazuki. Begs the question, will he go for the Sky Piercer again? This time around, it's not as easy as it was in game number 1. So he might try to hold his horse. And so far, Bigatron matching Alter Ego's tempo. They're everywhere around the map. Even Shogun now showing up in the mid lane.
That's a knockup. Oh, beautiful chain crowd control. The balance between crowd control and damage will be enough to take Alec down in the bottom side. It's a Cho versus Ruby. Level 7 versus a level 7. Arfi got the level up recently there. That will be the second mute taken by Bigatron cleanly.
The one time they drafted Nile, an assassin is able to get back-to-back turtles, but at down bottom, cross-map trade coming in from Alter Ego with Arfi securing that structure on the bottom side up the lane. Leaves Bigatron. Now they want to try to again exert as much pressure. Tectonic charge!
Oh, in the mid lane, that's the way of Dragon though. In the bottom side as well, Shogun is off the map in the mid lane. Now Arfi still able to hold on. Alec will pop the flicker. And that's Nino now trying to join in. A little bit too late. The Quad Shadow doesn't land, but Moreno in a vulnerable position. Nino jumps on Moreno. And that's going to be the arrow landing. Purify pops. Arfi flickers out of danger. Finn now in the bushes as well. That's going to be Nile against Yazuki in the jungles, denying the orange buff. Nile under the turret again. Bigatron by Vitality, finally showing something here in the series.
Nile has had enough. He does not want to live behind Yazuki's shadow in this series. Finally, he steps up. And this is what is also one of Bigatron's winning conditions, is to give Nile a carry. They can just pivot into making him and Nile the carry now. Because Nile with the Lancelot, at least this game, finally shows up. The machine is back online. And this might be the start of something, but they need to focus on game 3 first. Oh, MPL IDX streamer by Good Day. It's Sandy and Fandy. I believe they are your friends.
Yeah, I know them. I know them in the mid lane though. Gotta be careful. Shout out Sandy and Fandy though.
Sandy Fandy.
Sandy Fandy. Both in these. Oh, yeah. W. Oh, Fandy showing up with the Bigatron by Vitality. Wave Dragon defensively, though. That's going to be the conceal for Alec. Oh, and the barrier, great! Dodge, but the arrow will land. And Amon denied for the great escape. As for the turtle, because the body's committed by Alter Ego in the bottom side of the map, should be a perfect turtle by Nile.
And that's the Selena pressure, but then you would pose the question, is it worth it? Alter Ego were able to get 2 structures down bottom. Now they have control of the long lanes if they want to go for that. As Nile counter jungling again and again, plundering all the buffs. Yazuke not given time and space to take all control of that. They might want to go for a fight here. Arfi is ready, and Hijume with the flank.
Alec taking a lot of heat taken down. That's going to be Shogun next. Oh, great! Fan execution.
Oh!
Will not be able to find the outplay. Nile collects the kill. Yazuke is 3 levels behind of Nile. Tickling in the mid lane though. That's a stun, that's a crowd control. Under the turret, Moreno flickers for offense and finds the kill. That's gonna be a structure taken down. Alter Ego, they are far behind.
Bigatron activated. Nile 4-0-3. He is given to him the silver platter for this game. Total control again, dominating in all sides. That's the wishing lantern for Moreno. He knows he needs to cut down through the strong front line of Alter Ego. That's gonna be the Uranus, the Grok, and the Ruby. Come on, will be a-okay. But Alter Ego now, they have strong counter initiation, especially with the Selena constantly on the prowl. And then you have Alec, who by the way has been quite reserved with his Tectonic Charge. So we'll have to see. Item check though by Dunia Games. Talisman and glowing one for the Selena. Hold on a minute, Finn.
I'm offended. Stun. Finn trying to hold on. Arfi flickers out of danger. That's going to be Nino though. Very low. QA of Dragon connects. And Nino will fall alongside Arfi. Now it's a 5v3. It's not a fair fight. Bigatron by Vitality applying more pressure in the jungles of Alter Ego as they will go for more. Nile is at level 15, going again on towards Hijume. That's 0 for 2 for Hijume.
Nile. This is what happens when he is locked in. 6-0-3. This Lancelot. I don't know, man. I don't really know what's going to stop this Lancelot again and again. Very strong showing in this game by Nile. Now they have Cryo on the Lord. And Alter Ego, they're the only trophy that can really kind of show off in this game is that bottom side turret push. But then again, this Lord, they're going to concede it, and Bigatron is going to trade it back. With this Lord, obviously, they're going to get a few more structures scot-free for Nile. And Alter Ego, for the first time in the series, they are on the back foot.
Yeah.
And now they want to make a play with a conceal, but they know that Bigatron are wary of that. Because in the prolonged team fight, Bigatron, rather Alter Ego, sorry, they are quite good. I mean, the Ruby, you could see how hard it was for Bigatron to kill and take down the Ruby. The sustain is just insane. And the little crowd controls that that she has with the Don't Run Wolf King, I'm offended as well. It's all just hard for Bigatron to traverse around. But so far, they have been doing a solid job into locking down, you know, important members. The side of Alter Ego, the Selena,
Yeah.
and then just completely neglecting Nino, who wants to become the front line. But Bigatron, they know they have their eyes on the prize.
All good so far. Tectonic Charge defensively. That's not a good sign with the Lord marching in the bottom side of the map here. Holy Shields are still up, but it will go down in 30 seconds. In the mid lane, it will be popped. And Bigatron slow pushing this one. And Alter Ego, they can't do anything.
Have to hold here. They're gonna go for a play here.
Let's say RP and friends. They're 2-man knocked up there by Moreno. Flicker out of danger! Shogun shows up and finds the connection. Alec now flickers out of danger. Now Shogun has immortality, will lose it. Nile in the back trying to provide the damage, not enough. That's gonna be Nile and Shogun taken down as Yazuke collects the double and the shutdown points.
That's not what you want to see again. Indisciplined by Bigatron, biting off more than they could chew. Shogun with the dive, sure. But Bigatron got overzealous. Nile had to follow up. But there was a shadow kill on top of him, and he did not have the Thorn Rose to mitigate that damage. Sure, Yazuke has not been on a steamroll like Nile is, but he is still deathless.
Yeah.
And he's still able to get the kills needed. to prolong his life in this game. Replay. Take a look at this initiation. Good flicker to the stun by Shogun. Nile also wants to jump in because he is a Lancelot after all. But all the members are way too far, and Mon is in the mid lane.
Yeah.
So no follow-up whatsoever. And even if he wants to make a play, that's just gonna be Bigatron overextending again and again. They cannot make these mistakes because Alter Ego are good at punishing, just like this.
Yeah, let's see. Shogun, no, it's a 5v4. Technically, Nino finds a kill. That's gonna be the way of Dragon connecting onto his RP. 4v4 now with Hijume running away. That's a shadow. Yazuke has a shadow kill. No shadow
What
though.
shadow?
He's isolated and will be shut down by Nile. Alter Ego now. 2 men down as the Lord will be spawning as Bigatron. They look for the end angle after the Lord take potentially. That's going to be Moreno though in the mid lane. Still A-okay. That's going to be a hard reset here for Alter Ego.
Impaled with the swords from the Lancelot. Alter Ego, Yazuke, sure, he was insane in this series, but that is, I think, the first question mark you can draw for him. He quad shadowed back close by to Nile, knowing he had no quad shadow to get out of that city.
Take him down as well. That's going to be a big knockup. Alex now in trouble, and Shogun collects the double. Nile will be the only trade for Alter Ego that is worth it. No, that's a stun. Fin flickers out.